Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. A little late night chat, a little late night talk, a little late night chill chat. Welcome. Come on in, everyone. Give everybody a chance to come in and we'll get started. Thank you for coming in. Katana Gamers, thank you. How are you today? Good to see you. Banka, thank you for coming in. Come on in, pull up a chair, get your spot ready. We're welcoming everybody. We hope everybody's having a good night. It's like a good night Saturday night over to Sunday. How are you tonight, Katana Gamers? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, Remote. Hey, Remote, how are you today? Good to see you back, man. I'm going to put my link in here for anybody that hasn't subbed yet, so you can sub. Please sub up. While we're waiting for everybody to get in. There it is. If you have a chance to try to go ahead and click that and go ahead and get a sub in, so you'll be sure to know how to come back. I'm doing fabulous, Katana Gamers. Thank you so much. Remote said, I took a depression test. I hope you passed it. I hope you passed it. Come on in, everybody. Okay. Well, no, that's not passing to get a severe depression level. What's going on here, man? I don't believe you. You passed with flying colors. You're not depressed, right? If you're depressed, why would you be on YouTube? Because it's a distraction. Well, distractions are good, I guess. And if you are depressed, I hope we can help you feel better. Hey, Alice. Hey, Misfit Mariah. Misfit Queen. Welcome. We're having a little different time slot tonight. I woke up and I thought, well, I'm going to just go ahead and do a stream since I didn't do it earlier. Katana said, no, I live in India. Yeah. Katana said, what is your time? It is 11:16 there. My time where I am is 12:45. Remote said, you always stream when it's 2 in the morning. No, I very not likely stream that time. Usually I stream at 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's very unusual for me to stream at 2 in the morning. Very unusual. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Welcome. How are you tonight, Misfit Mafia Queen? I hope you're doing well. Well, we've got a few people in, so let me go ahead and get started with what I was going to topic I was going to talk about. This guy, BERGS, the BERGS show. He hates women. He trashes women. He goes around. He has a show where he had been buying subs and views, and they apparently either he or whoever was doing it has stopped. So he went from 50 viewers to 5 viewers now. So he's all grumbly and cross. But yeah, so last night he was complaining about everything, and no one was donating no money to him. Probably because he can't get a. Yeah, he had a girlfriend a year or so ago, but she died remote. She got really sick and she died. And he wouldn't help her. He called her on the phone and told her to go to the hospital. But sometimes you have to do the extra thing, the extra mile to help somebody. And he didn't help her, and she ended up dying. And so now he's not had a. You're right. He has not had a girlfriend for a year. He barely had her because she was like a fake girlfriend. They never really met. They just pretended to be girlfriend boyfriend on the phone. International Dateline, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, but he's all telling everybody that he created a boy, and he created all the nicknames like T-Rex and Flounder and all this stuff. And he didn't make up all those names. My husband made up most of those names, about 75% of the names. Now, he did make maybe 2 or 3 names. Hey, Duckling, welcome. They took Bergs off the plan and added PDX to the plan. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard she went from 500 subs to 3,000 subs. So somebody needs to do an analysis of her social blade. But of course, I wouldn't do any misrepresentation that it meant she bought any subs, but apparently some subs were bought. Ramon said he just wants to feel entitled and important. Yeah, that must be it because he's not. All he does is trash people. Yeah, Misfit Mafia Queen said, "Yep, she bought subs. Yep, I'm convinced of it. She came up with 2,500 in a very short period of time. But am I going to do 15 streams on it? No, I'm not obsessed like she is. What Misfit Mafia Queen? You know her better than I do. All we had was a mere uh, disagreement. I exposed her and called her out for what she did when she went to another person's stream and said she was going to get a wrench one way or another from John Camillo's stream. And so I called her out. And the next morning, she came in John's thing where we were discussing it. And she said, "No, I didn't. I didn't say that. F you," and said all these bad words. Well, yeah, you did. And she kept saying I was lying. And I said, "No, you're not going to be allowed to say I'm lying because I'm telling the truth." And she said, "Well, show me the receipt." I said, "Well, where's the receipt that you didn't say it?" Because you did. And she couldn't just walk away and say, "Okay, well, we disagree. I say I didn't say it and you say you did." Instead, for 3 days, she did 5 streams a day, trashing me, bringing all her little ghosty friends over there, being hateful. That's how she rolls. Okay. Well, okay, Remote. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming by. It's how she rolls. Okay. Well, she rolls in mud. That's what she rolls in. And now, Misfit Mafia Queen, she has been coming back every time John opens a chat. She's right there, desperate, desperate AF. Thirsty. wanting to be right back in the chat. I told her, you're not going to be in this chat. You've been exposed, and until you, and I know you won't, but until you come up with an apology and admit that you lied, and just let's move past it. Jason Tyson says, who are you talking about? We're talking about this PDX lady from Portland. She's a CBW now. Misfit Mafia says they're bad stalkers, etc. Well, Misfit, after you've been saying all this, I have a anonymous inbox where people can send me information, and I got information that JMac guy was using the people that win those little Starbucks cards, was using their information. PDX is Noodle's biggest accomplice in all of his crimes. She's the only person willing to break the law for Noodles by stalking Melton John's property. Yes, she is constantly, and that's why she keeps coming back, Duckling. She keeps coming back to John's chat because she failed on her mission to get a wrench there. And so she keeps turning back up like a bad penny. And I keep putting her out right quick. We don't have time for trash. If she's just going to carry on, I'm not going to do endless streams about her. But if she's going to carry on over and over, no. Oh, tomorrow in India, we're making a festival of color Holi. Is that like the Dali festival, or is it DALI? Is that where you throw all the colored powder? That's a beautiful festival, if that's what I'm thinking of. I wouldn't give him my email. I wouldn't give him a dollar bill. I wouldn't give him nothing. Duckling said Noodles is trying to tell people he's not a Nazi. I saved all the Nazi tapes, and Blue Waffles has anything. He can't lie his way out of these things like he does. Yeah, he's trying to say the only thing he has is related to any Nazi is a Nazi helmet. And I know that's a lie, Duckling. I know it's a lie. I know you guys got these tapes saved. He used to play Nazi marches in the morning. How is that not a Nazi supporter? My voice is fine. Thank you, though, Anna. It's early in the morning right now. It's a little different than regular time. Misfit Mafia Queen said I had to change my email because of them. Yeah, I bet. Come on in, everybody. Well, everyone is welcome. We make we make a balloon full of water and then we throw it. Oh, wow. What is the celebration for, Katana? What's the purpose of the celebration? But anyway, this BERGS guy, he's just a mess. I mean, he hates women. He didn't help his girlfriend. He let her just die. She died dead on the floor alone in her apartment. All alone, about over a year ago, a little over a year ago. I miss her every day. She's one of my best girlfriends. He goes around trashing me, trashing other women, trashing people altogether, trying to take claim for things he didn't do. And now he's over there going right back into oblivion with 5 or 6 viewers. So good on you. Thank you, my girl. Lolly for president. Thank you. I will serve you rightly. Duncan said Bergs could have done more. Bergs always makes every day about him, though, and he couldn't even stop making every day about him. And call 911 for Jill. Exactly, Duckling. When I was very ill, my boyfriend at the time called 911 from many states over and made sure an ambulance got to me and helped me and got me to the hospital, whether I wanted to go or not. He saved my life. Did Bergs save Jill's life? Uh, Sadly, no, Duckling. She's dead. She's been dead over a year. It's so sad. Oh, Mike is your hubby. I didn't realize that, Misfit Moppy Queen. Well, welcome. You're very both are welcome here. Glad to have you. Come on in, everybody. We're getting some more people in. So we're going over what we were talking about. The main subject, this guy, the Berg show, or Bergs as they call him. He has just been trashing everybody, telling everybody he's better than everybody. He created the whole Boyd. He's the father of the Boyd. He did everything, and he didn't. And his pay by night plan for him and Noodle Dum Dum, where they were got a joint plan to pay for their subs and views, apparently has run out because Bergs he's got 6 viewers. And notice that Noodle Dum Dum his pay per view plan has also stopped, and now he's taken to trying to do these all night streams where he's not even awake, and that he is just going to show something so he can hopefully get some view hours. That's pretty lame. Pretty lame. Duncan said, I couldn't believe the gremlin elf said he was black half and half Jewish on his last stream as a way to try to act like he's not racist anymore. Yeah, these people all of a sudden become Jew. Have you noticed how people all of a sudden become Jewish? You know who else became Jewish all of a sudden is that cracked crab guy, Carl 2.0. After haranguing me and being mean to me and saying I'm a nasty Jew for months and months and months, now he's a Jew. Now he's Jewish. Really? Okay. Fake AF. Fake AF. Speaking of the gremlin elf, did you notice that he's doing some new fake thing where he said that some new fake thing where he said he's going to live in his car on the weekend. Now, what do you think that's about, Duckling? Did his father toss him out of that house over there? What's going on there? So he put a bunch of supplies in his car, and he's already gotten kicked out of 2 parking lots. He thinks he can just go sit in somebody's parking lot. Yeah, he tried to go stay at a Walmart, which is that's not really camping out, but they kicked him out of the parking lot. They said you can't stay here. He goes, well, I can stay here for 3 hours, and they said, well, you can maybe stay 3 hours, but then we're going to trespass you. He says, well, if they're going to trespass, I gave them I lost them. I'm like, they lost you. They kicked you off the property, man. Yep, you're right, Duckling. His sleeping stream is part of a subscriber plan. He's streaming to pretend like he's going to gain 1,000 subscribers overnight, right? Yep, he'll probably buy another 1,000 overnight, whatever. He's trying desperately to catch up with me. Because I went over 10,000 last night, Duckling, and he can't stand it. That's when he decided to live in his car, and and stream not 23 hours a day, but 24. But so when he got kicked out of Walmart, he said, "Well, I'll just camp out in my driveway." That's not camping out, dummy. That's not camping out. Go sleep in your bed. But I heard his bed was all crumpy and has bed bugs, and the springs are coming up out of it. It's, I mean, not even really good. Katana Gamer said there are so many gods in Hindu, like over 1 million. Well, wow, I bet. I know there's a lot of uh, temples and things there. He's playing a tape of someone else snoring, and he walked back into his house. So it's all fake. That meets his personality, his split personality, doesn't it? Yep. So he's going to live his whole life in his car over the weekends. Yeah. Makes me wonder the true thing that's going on there. What, did he rent his room out so he can make some extra money, and so he's going to live in the car, try to get by? I mean, it's a subscriber plan. You're exactly right, Duckling. It's all done for views and subscribers. Katana Gamer said, yes, that's why India has the most temples, over 200,000. Wow, that's wonderful. Duckling said he has multiple pest infestations, some sort of moth infestation. The fake DR brought him from a storage. Oh, the fake doctor brought him from a storage place, some sort of beetle bug. Oh my gosh. That's so gross. Well, I heard him and his girlfriend have got these. What are those called? The little fruit flies. The fruit flies. They're really hard to get rid of. But if you know the exact recipe, you can make a little thing and get rid of them very quickly. But she's too dumb to research that. Yes, Duckling said, yes, the orca has fruit flies all over her windows and all over her walls. She's wondering what they're feeding on. If they actually get together and form relationships, their house might get condemned. Yeah, it might get shut down by the health department, right? And now surely she didn't have her children in that fruit fly infested home, right? She lives in the pool house, so it's all infested with fruit flies. And I heard it's been like that for over a year. Come on in, everybody. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. We're having a little late night stream here. Everybody's welcome. Come on in. Duckling's here. Katana Gamer's here. Many of our friends are here. Misfit Mafia Queen. Hubby Mike Earl. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. TSG Imran Gamer. Thank you. Another gamer friend. Which is your favorite? Which is your favorite game, gamer? Duckling said they're probably feeding on the THC gummy packets all over the floor and the Whopper wrappers and Starbucks bottles. Well, yeah, they're probably drunk off those THC wrappers. They probably get a little bit of something off of those. Yep. Probably do. Hello, Jana Gondorova. You're a Minecraft player. Well, welcome. You're welcome here. Thank you for coming in. Be sure to put a subscription in if you have time. I'll put the link here for you. You're welcome, dear. Thanks for coming in. Be sure to put a subscription in if you have time. I'll put the link in. Be sure to subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like. That's a good thing too. Please hit the like when you have time. We appreciate everyone. Well, it is kind of late. I don't know if the king is going to show up or not. He might have already gone to sleep. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's do a poll anyway and see. Will King Camilla appear tonight? Let's do the poll and everyone can vote. We need everybody to vote. Will King Camilla appear tonight? Okay, there it is. Will King Camilla appear tonight? Go ahead and put your vote in. I started the poll. Try to get at least 20 votes or so and see how that goes. Everyone's coming in. We got 50 in the box. Cindy Lopez, good morning. Would you consider giving a StreamYard? Well, I would love to, but I'm doing a vertical streaming that's not really available. But the next time I stream, I can do a regular one if you want to come up. But please join in the chat. I've been doing these vertical streams, Cindy, and getting like 7, 8, 9, 1,000 people in an hour. So I'm doing those for a while. Duncan said, I voted no because can't believe I'm even awake at this hour. He's probably sleeping so he can work in the morning. Yeah, he works all the time. Yeah, that would be lovely. Cindy says, yeah, certainly you're welcome at any time, but I don't have the ability to do it right now. But the next time I'll try to make it where you can come up, Cindy, because you're always a welcome guest. Yep. But yeah, that guy Bergs is underwater. He's down to 5 or 6 viewers. His subscriber and view plan has run out. He's trashing everybody. He's all grumpy. He's drinking all of his steel reserves up, sitting in his little race car bed, his hands on the steering wheel. Katana said, what is your religion? Mine is Hindu. Well, my religion is Judaism. Yep, Bergs, he's extended his welcome. He's gone over the line and nobody really wants to hear him anymore. And if they're not paid to be there, they're not going. Hello, Rosanna. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. And then we got the elf over there acting crazy, pretending like he's not a Nazi when he does that all the time, plays Nazi marches, has all this memorabilia, all these pictures, and he pretends like he's not a Nazi. Now he said he's half black and half Jewish. Is that really true, Duckley? That's crazy. Oh, there he is, the King of Diamonds. Okay, we'll close the poll out. The King of Diamonds did appear. How are you doing, John? Gonna go back to bed? Oh, it's fine. Okay, the poll voted 60% no, 40% yes. And they were wrong because the King of Diamonds did make an appearance. Thank you for making an appearance, John. John, Cindy Lopez is here. Katana Gamers, a bunch of people. Duckling. Got 50 in the box. I want to be him. Edits. Welcome, I guess. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in, King of Diamonds. Yeah, I'm only going to be here about another half hour, King, because I woke up and I thought, well, I didn't do my thing before. I'm going to go ahead and do my little hour now. There's still quite a few people at this time of the night, so that's great. Katana Gamer said, I will not sleep because our country is in the morning. Well, yeah, the country's already past the sleeping time, right? It's really weird how all the different time zones, we all live in different areas. Yeah. Yeah, but the Grecian elf now, John, the Grecian elf has decided to live in his car on the weekend. So he tried to go live in his car and camp out, not really camping at Walmart, but they kicked him out. Told him to pound sand, John. Told him to get lost. So he took his little car back over to his house and he's quote unquote fake camping in his yard, in his driveway. But now Duckling said that he's got a tape of somebody snoring in his car and he saw him go back into his house. So how fake is he? Yeah, I don't see anything else up there other than you said that would be lovely to come up another time, Cindy. But yeah, that's his newest scam to run a stream all night when he's not even awake or there to try to maintain views because they're trying to test out different ways to still keep some views without having to pay for them. I think it was getting a little bit expensive, little bit expensive. So they don't want to continue to keep paying for them. So they're trying some stuff out. They tried the little dumb card game to keep people there endlessly, put no discussion of nothing. Really stupid. Katana Gamer said, when I play games, I found someone is from the Philippines, China, USA, and many others. Well, that's good. It's good to meet people from other places, isn't it? How have you been doing, Cindy Lopez? Have you been all right? But yeah, that's the scammer Noodle Dum Dum. He thinks he's going to be okay with that, and of course he's got a looming court date coming up where he was supposed to be testifying against a DNSMA, another YouTuber, a person he tried to jimmy up some false charges on and was going to testify against him. But the other day, we all went to the Zoom court, and he showed up in the Zoom court and wouldn't show his face, and the judge didn't like that. The judge didn't like that at all. And the judge told him, well, if you're going to testify in my court, you're going to have to show your face. And he goes, oh, well, I don't have any data. I don't have any data. Well, he streams 24 hours a day now, 23, 24 hours a day. He's got data. He was lied to the judge directly. And then the judge said, well, don't you have a smartphone? And he said, well, yeah, I have a smartphone, but I ran out of data. And the judge says, well, then maybe you'll have to use a laptop or a desktop computer for the 15 minutes or so that you're going to come up here to testify. And he goes, well, no, I don't have a computer, which is another lie, second lie. He has a work computer right at his house that he could use. Two lies. And I hate to tell you, but I'm going to send, I've already got it all drafted. I'm sending a email to the judge notifying him of all these things that are untrue that you've said to him. with documentation, with links to these streams, with links to the recordings of the streams, because I'm sure you'll probably delete them, to let him know that you are just not telling the truth. And then also the judge jumped on him because he said, "Oh, you are the one who recorded and posted the previous court hearing of mine here and posted it on YouTube, and you're going to be in trouble for that. I'm going to probably hold you in criminal contempt of court. We're going to talk about it on April the 2nd when we come back here." And he's like, "No, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it." Well, he said, "Yeah, you did. I have a report that you did it, and you did it." Yeah, the judge was all admonishing Noodle Dum Dum over and over, and the other guy was sitting there quietly and politely, and uh, and then Noodle Dum Dum kept texting him during the court hearing, texting the guy who was on for the hearing, and saying first he texted him a bunch of happy faces and said good luck, and he told the judge. And the judge said, "No, Mr. Noodle Dum Dum, do not text him, do not contact him in any way. We're underway in a litigation here. Do not do that. That is improper." So, a few minutes went by, and then DNSMA said, "Judge, he's texting me again. He's saying the F word to me and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Oh my God." And the judge said, "Stop that. I told you to leave that out. Do not contact him." He goes, "You are going to be under criminal contempt of court when we come back." Because the judge set the matter over to April the 2nd to give the gentleman, DNSMA, a chance to put in for an attorney. But as far as Noodle Dum Dum testifying, he thought he could come in and railroad this guy without even showing his face. Now, I know a lot of you people here are not from America, but in America, you're allowed to see your accuser. You're allowed to face your accuser if they're going to testify against you, which, what in my opinion, is false testimony. This guy, because it's really only that guy's testimony against DNSMA, because this guy just drummed this up, tried to get him in trouble. He's got a history of doing that. This Noodles Dum Dum got a history of doing it. So the judge told him, "Well, look, if you can't show your picture on the phone and you can't use a computer to log in, just don't even bother. Don't even bother." Were the 3 exact words the judge said. Don't even bother. Yeah, Duckling said he wanted to show up to court and have the judge call him only DB and not show his face. If you don't show your face, that's really sketchy. You need to show your face to the judge, and so you aren't being coached, and so he can see your responses. Well, Duckling, I've never been in a court, whether Zoom or regular, in the world where somebody's allowed to hide their face. The person who's being accused has a right to see their accuser. And that judge was having none of it. I know you didn't get to come to the hearing, but he was like, he had lost his patience with DB. He told him, "If you cannot show your face on this next hearing we're going to have, don't even bother." He's on thin ice, Duckling, thin ice. Duckling said, "Yeah, and he wants to bash Corey, but at least Corey showed his face." Exactly. Now, Duckling, what do you think is the reason he didn't want to show his face? Somebody said he's got a real guilty conscience. He thought he could just get this guy in trouble and railroad him and get him put in jail and never even show his face. That's totally ridiculous. This judge is not going to allow that. But since I announced that I was putting this email to the judge telling the truth about different things, oh my God, I've had at least 6 or 7 different henchmen of the Noodle Dum Dum character guy person, DB, attacking me, trying to intimidate me, doing all kinds of things, attacking my credit cards. It's crazy. going in real life. His fake girlfriend is going to attacking and calling ex-relatives of my late husband, who I haven't seen in 35 years. They're going all out. But it's not going to work. I've already got the email drafted, and it's going out late next week. We have till April 2nd. Duckling said if he showed his face, the judge won't see Noodles over at Kitten Cat's messaging his messages and coaching him. Yeah, that's probably it because he didn't know what to say, or maybe the whole thing has always been Kitten Cat. I don't know, but that's not right for them to try to railroad DNSMA. It's not going to happen. Cindy Lopez, Lolly, do you think that the judge could possibly order DB to show up in court? Well, no, the judge already said that they do not have any live people in the court. It's only on Zoom. He doesn't even have to go anywhere. He doesn't even have to go anywhere, Cindy. Something's weird that he doesn't want to show his face. Yes, I have heard of the Bhopal gas tragedy. It was very sad, Katana. It's something very strange, Cindy, that for a reason he didn't want to show his face. Now, he did see that I was in the courtroom and several other people were there. So all of a sudden, maybe he didn't want to show us. But we all know what he looks like. But what is the difference when he's showing his face on camera 23 hours a day on YouTube? Why can't he be on camera for 15 minutes if he wants to railroad this guy and pretend to give fake testimony on him? Allegedly. I thank everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. Dubs on Dubs, thank you. My IG is Lolly Cunningham. Thank you. You can join that there. Yes, the New Delhi mid-air crashes. Yes, I keep up with all the news. Duckling said maybe he was surrounded by his THC bottles and didn't want to show the judge his drug bottles surrounding him, not taking it seriously and showing up to court. He just got out of bed. Probably. Probably. But do you think he's going to actually show up on April the 2nd? Because he's probably under criminal contempt of court. Duggan said he wants an easy ride in court where the judge just did everything for him. He thought the judge was someone from MMD's channel. Oh, really? Well, he found out the judge is not going to put up with any foolishness or tomfoolery. You're going to have to show your face, or as what the judge said, don't even bother. And Duckling, like Waffle said, even if the fake lies were true, that he didn't have any data or he didn't have a computer, Waffle said you can go to the library and be on the computer right there for an hour, right, Duckling? Yeah. Hello, Bubba J. Thank you for coming in. Come on in, man. We appreciate you. Unpack Galaxis, come on in. What did I walk in on? Well, we're having a nice chat. We're talking about some crazy people and places and things around the boy. You're welcome here. Duncan said, I hope the legendary DNSMA brings an email address and names in questions, which is John Camillo's, whatever, yeah. What is this stream? It's the Lolly Camillo stream. Welcome to it. Katana said, bye, Lolly. I need to go take my coding class. You be good. You have a good class. I know how to code and program. Duncan says, why is the email John Camillo's P that is the name of someone else in stalking and sexual harassment? Yeah. Bubba J says, what is everybody's favorite song? Jalyn Ned, what is your name? My name is Lolly. You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, but he's got some issues with the court, and looks like DNSMA is sitting kind of pretty over there. And the person who was supposed to testify against him has sullied his image in the eyes of the judge. And he's possibly going to be under contempt of court. So I guess we'll find out on April the 2nd if he even shows up. He might be afraid to show up, thinking he's going to get arrested for criminal contempt of court. Somebody said you can get up to a $5,000 fine and 6 months in jail. And the judge wasn't happy when he said that he had posted that previous hearing. And the judge asked, "Well, you're not taping this hearing, are you?" And he said, "No, no." And he goes, "Well, if you want to tape a hearing, you have to send in a letter request. And you haven't done that." So he's got his eye on that guy. He's got his eye on him. Do you do Bally? I'm not sure what Bally is. What is Bally? Dubs on Dubs said, "Hey, I'm her daddy. Are you really, Dubs? Or are you just saying that?" uh, the Misfit Mafia Queen said, "No being rude now. Yeah, you got to be polite to each other. We try to hold a chill chat here, don't we, Misfit Mafia Queen?" Ducking said, "Has Bergs ever shown his race car red bed on stream?" Now, I've never seen it on stream. I've never seen him stream from his bedroom. He's usually in the garage. Renato Marquez de Castro, welcome, Vi Corinthians. Welcome. Vedant, pronounce my name, it's funny. Vedant. Come on in, everybody's welcome. But yeah, that crazy elf, that little miniature elf guy over there, he's got problems with the judge. He's got problems with his health. He's got all kinds of problems. Cindy Lopez said, "I think that DB did tape it, not thinking the judge would admonish him. That's my guess." You know how he does that all the time. He tapes up, he puts it up on YouTube, same way he did. I think he taped the Corey stream, put that on YouTube. He's famous for doing that. And the judge knows it, and he called him out. So, and the third lie, he said, "No, I didn't do it." He lied all over to the under oath, Cindy Lopez. It was shocking. Duncan said, "Yes, he taped it. He wanted to tape it so he could send it to Seasons." Could you say I pronounced it correctly? Thank you. Have a good day. Well, I'm a good pronouncer. Rico, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Duncan said, Seasons and the CBWs wanted a copy of it. Sure, they did. But after what happened and he turned out to be the GOAT, I don't think they wanted to watch it. If they had a copy of it, if they had a copy, I don't think they really wanted to watch it too many times over, Duckling. Because he looked like a fool. The judge told him, "Don't even bother." He's in deep doo-doo over there. Duckling said, "Imagine if you went to trial and you were found guilty and everyone had a black screen. That would be a kangaroo court." Exactly, Duckling. That's exactly why it's not allowed. And that's exactly why this judge is not going to have it in his court at any time. Not going to have it. Sorry. Anyone that doesn't want to show your face, don't even bother. He could show his face because if the two things were he didn't have any data or he didn't have a computer, he could go down to the local library and get to log in to see the judge if he was really interested in testifying. Well, that's another thing. This whole thing is a jimmied up charge. It's his word against the other guy's word. It's just made up, trying to manipulate the guy, kind of like he did Melton John to get him in trouble. He tried to get John Camillo in trouble the same way. It didn't work. Good luck on that. Good luck on that. So the elf over there, the gremlin elf, is on thin ice with the judge. He's under criminal contempt of court, and it's likely he will be cited on April the 2nd. So we're all going to be there. We're all going to be there, gremlin elf. Watch for us. Watch for us. I'm sure Duckling won't miss this one. We all have our seats reserved in the Zoom court. Yep. Duncan said an innocent man wouldn't have that email name about John Camillo's private parts. Yep, he wouldn't. He's a seedy looking character anyway. I mean, that's probably why he didn't want to show his picture on in the live court for everyone to see him. But I think it's really weird how he's on YouTube 24 hours a day now, and he shows nothing but his face, and we can't get it off the screen. But he didn't want to show his face for 10 or 15 minutes to testify against another individual, which is that individual's right to see his face. Hello, scary Harry Lemon. Welcome, come on in. Everybody's welcome. We appreciate everybody coming in. Saren said, if you moan, I will give you 10 million. 10 million what? There won't be any free moans on here tonight for you, Zan. That sounds a little weird. But welcome to the stream. Be sure to sub up, Zan. Be sure to sub up. Everybody who has a chance to sub up, if you have a moment, please do so. And if you just go ahead and cash at me the 10 million, then I will. How about that? I don't believe you have 10 million or a million or whatever it is. Yes, Cindy Lopez, on April the 2nd will be another Zoom court session. If you're interested, if you keep in touch with me, I'll send you the link if you want to go and listen to it. Anyone is allowed to go listen to the court hearing in the Zoom court. My Cash App is Lolly Lou Cunningham. Go ahead and send it over there, Zan. And as soon as I receive it, I will take care of that. But anyway, the Gremlin Alp is on thin ice. The judges told him either show up with your face or don't even bother. No problem, Cindy. No problem. No problem. And then we got Bergs over there in his red race car bed, was drinking his steel reserves, trashing everybody left and right, saying he created the whole Boyd. He created all the nicknames like Strawberry Terry, the Flounder, the Bat. He didn't create any of those names. John Camillo created those names. And Bergs is a loser. All he ever did was kill his girlfriend Jill by neglect and not helping her. So there's that. The Gremlin Elf, and of course the Gremlin Elves. We can't forget about the Gremlin Elf's fake girlfriend, Orca. We call her the Orca or the Horca. She lives over in Portland, up on a hilltop behind her parents' house in a pool house that's infested with what are those things called? Fruit flies. The whole house is infested with fruit flies, Cindy Lopez, all over the windows and the walls, just like as clinging to everything. I mean, how can you live with that? I mean, you just pretend like it's not there. There are little machines you can buy that will attract those flies in with an electronic light, and there's also little chemical things you can do. So you're sitting around with all these terrible flies. It's terrible. Jolynn Ned said, but we call him a loser. Yeah, we would call both of them a loser. We would call the Berg Show a loser, and we'd call Noodles Dum Dum a loser. Both of them are. Duckling said, the Orca estate sounds dangerous. She said her dog on the property is aggressive and the cat is obese because it's not allowed to go outside, but the dog will maul it to death, so the cat is obese. They got problems over there, don't they, Duckling? and she still put her application out for someone to give her the product so she can make a baby in her tummy because she's looking to make another revenue stream, Duckling. Because $4,000 isn't enough for her. She gets $2,500 child support from the one ex-husband, and she gets $1,500 in food stamps for her and her two children. But that's not enough for her. And now granted, she doesn't have any bills. She lives rent free in a little pool house behind the parents' house. Okay, she doesn't own her own home. So she's getting 4,000 coming in, but she's realizing that in another couple of years that revenue is going to stop from the children's father. So she decided she's going to need to make another baby. So she's taking applications to have another baby. Now, she's like 48 years old or something. I don't even know that she can make another baby. I think it might just be for content. Who knows? But yeah, she doesn't care about the baby. She wants the money from child support. She's already said whoever gives her the product so she can make a baby, she's going to make, uh, she's going to try just to make an extra stream of income. Now that's really thinking a lot about the baby, isn't it, Duckling? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. She and the gremlin elf deserve each other, I say. They deserve each other. So those are the major characters we were talking about tonight. The Bergs, who's underwater again, cold as ice, because his pay-per-view plan, pay-per-buy plan of the subs and everything ran out. Duckling said her and the Gremlin elf will never meet up and live together. They're not really compatible aside from stalking people on the internet. They would tear each other apart fast. I think you might be right about that, Duckling. I think you may be right. Yeah. I think you might be right. And you know, the other thing, Duckling, the Orca Horka always said she would never go real life. Remember? Like she would don't affect her children, don't call CPS on her, don't go real life on her. But now she's decided, and I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything CPS on anyone. I never called any agency on anyone. But now, Duckling, she has done some research or had Nick do research. Somebody did it, and they found out my late husband had a daughter back years and years and years ago, and they're contacting the daughter to try to interview her and try to get information on me. Well, what they don't know is she's dumber than a rock, you know. What they don't know is that that daughter was estranged from my late husband for 35 years. Now, for people who might not know what the word estranged means, that means my husband disavowed them, and he didn't want to have anything to do with her, and wrote her out of his will, and she's nothing to be about. And I haven't talked to the girl in over 35 years. So good luck on that, honey. Good luck on that. Because if you're able to reach this girl and get her to talk, she knows nothing about me. As far as that goes, they could put up somebody and say that it's her. Who knows? Duncan said, I remember Noodles said that he bought poop bags to poop in his car. I guess he wants to smear poop around his car like he did in the old Chevy Trax. Yeah, probably. Duckling said he can't go a week without a new car without pooping in it. That's the kind of person PDX loves, someone who poops and pees in all the cars. That PDX, she is a pedophile lover. She's a pedo lover. She's a pedo supporter. She spies for Noodles. She goes on missions like we're. Isn't she the one, Duckling, that went on the mission to get a photograph of Melton John taking mail out of the mailbox at his parents' house? Isn't that called stalking, Duckling? I believe it's called stalking. Yeah. Stalking. Misfit Mafia Queen verifies that. True facts about PDX. She was, she's some lady that lives in Portland, Cindy Lopez. You don't want to know her. You do not want to know her. Yeah, Duncan said that's interstate stalking. And see, he gets people to do all these things on his behalf. These are, I call them his henchmen or his spies. Yeah. He's good at it. He does it all a lot. Yeah. Accessory to a crime, exactly. I hope somebody has some copies of those photographs that they made that shows proof that she did that. Well, listen, I thank everybody for coming in tonight. I know it was kind of an impromptu thing. I didn't go earlier, so I wanted to make sure to go ahead and do a stream so everybody didn't miss out. But I appreciate everybody still coming in. Douglas said, remember, Noodles would always say he creeps around the country and people would stalk for him. And now we know who those creeps are, PDX and JMac. Yeah, Misfit agrees. PDX and JMac are creeps. Well, with that, I'm going to let you good people go back to sleep or go back with your Saturday night live and have fun. And I will try to be on my stream tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate all your love and support and your subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, Misfit Mafia.